Hello, audience. Welcome to tedyCINÜMAsaloon presents Aryan Talks. I am your Aryan, the world's best audience. Today's segment is Cinema Chewing, and as you all know, that we have launched Cinema Chewing in Telugu with director Nilagiri Mamilla and in Kannada with producer Suhan Prasad. And today we are going to launch it in Tamil with another banger of a filmmaker. This guy for sure is going to cause huge ripples in Tamil cinema industry. And normally any director would have a journey wherein he was a fan and then came into filmmaking, etc., etc. But this guy is a doctor and he left his practice to become a filmmaker. Let's all welcome SHANMUGHA Priyan. Welcome to our show, SHANMUGHA Priyan.
Hi, brother. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. First of all, welcome SHANMUGHA Priyan, and I do have to talk about our first experience. Then that the day we have met. Uh, See, as actors, we are trained to we are given the examples of superstar Rajnikant and Shah Rukh Khan, and how they walk in and they just own the room. They don't care about anyone else, and this is why, in fact, actors have ego clashes and they're told very sensitive people. And we are fed this. When you go inside a room, own it. So being an actor myself, I try to implicate that thing. I try to imbibe that thing in my personality. And when we are sitting for that particular story discussion, and this is completely irrelevant to his film or the films that I am working on. It's a completely different film for a different director. And this guy comes. I mean, I was trying to own it, and everybody were like, "Wow, superb scene, man! Wow, superb scene, man! This thing, good idea, man!" I was owning it comfortably, and this guy walks in, Shanmugha Priyan, and I'm awestruck. Some people are stars without without anything. You just walk in and you just own it, own the room, and you don't have to do anything. The person walks in and you just feel, and um, I have removed that thought of owning the room, and I sat back and I was watching you. That was my first experience with you.
I'm flattered. Thanks for this. This is the first time I'm getting this compliment. Thank you so much.
So first of all, welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Agreeing to do our show.
Thanks a lot for inviting. Thank you.
And yeah, let's start off the interview with this question. This is not at all controversial, but it might put it might put the director in you a little, taking a back step kind of thing. This is something which Steven Spielberg was discussing with Mr. Rajamouli, saying that how vulnerable are you on set? And Steven Spielberg advised, do not be vulnerable on set. I'm asking you to be vulnerable now and tell me your vulnerabilities. Because your first film is in production, post production. And I've seen people who are talented dropping off midway in their first film because of this vulnerability. When you are less experienced, and obviously you're working with experienced actors like probably Vikram Prabhu and all. And tantrums from experienced people are usually, uh, I can't say do this to my actors community, but inexorable. They're probably exhausting in a way. So how did you handle that smartly and reach up until a point wherein your film is getting launched? It is in the post production, which is incredible, by the way. Congratulations for that.
Thank you. Thank
How
you so
did
much.
you handle that?
So I feel I don't know the format of what you're asking, basically. So about the vulnerability or whatever. So I've just learned people from my school days. I tried to be into my hostel. I was born in Chennai. I was studying some official a good place called Salem, and I decided to do a bit more uncomfortable degree and met a lot of people.
Come on, you can't Being a doctor is uncomfortable.
No, it was very hard to complete it.
Okay.
No, I can't say it in words, but cinema is more, it's more tougher. It's more complicated because it was when it was with books and something. It was tough enough. I dealt with a lot of humans in my life from my beginning. And the moment I decided I want to become a filmmaker, I told my parents, but my dad was like, okay, become a filmmaker. It's your choice. And what if you come to the roads? What if you end up begging? So every father will have that. Even I had the doubt. So I thought my father will get me back something. So like a lot of properties, he'll keep me and go. So apart from that, he made sure he kept some education for me. So he gave me this option: doing film technology in some other country or doing your MBBS here. If there was a good option, I can meet more humans, and I was doing it. During my internship period, I got a chance to work for my first film as an assistant director under a director called Ramesh Bharti sir. So from day one, I enter a set, the learning starts.
Definitely.
So in everything, I didn't learn any craft or I didn't learn writing. I just learned humans. That's what I learned from cinema. Till date, I always take crafts from my technicians. I don't implement my I don't implement my too much of craft. It's very hard to learn.
Right.
So it was till date. It's hard for me to learn things. So dealing with humans is tough. It's tougher. It's worse. I know everyone will go through. And more of that, like my experience was like my first film was a very good or decent budget film, and my second film as an assistant director was under Anand Shankar sir, who's done very huge films like Irumugan. I worked for Nota with him, so
No.
that gave me with Vijay Deverakonda sir's Nota. So that gave me a very good experience. He teaches things like hell. He doesn't even utter a word to you, but I can learn from him.
Wow.
So end of the day, you take it from your
That's
gurus.
the best kind of learning.
Yeah. So he doesn't tell what to do, how to do. He just tells me he needs this, get this. So what is the procedure? What's the protocol? It's up to you. It's not up to me. Then why the hell should I become a director and sit here to tell what to do? When he was an assistant director to Murugadas sir, he learned how to do it. So from that craft, I learned a lot of things from Anand Shankar sir, and even from my first director Ramesh Bharti sir. So from there, I came to a bigger film called Enemy, Vishal sir and Arya sir as a lead. So yeah, I was the first AD for it, and I don't know how a first AD could work in the first case. And I was appointed as a first AD, like how Singham Surya will be appointed. Hey, see, you're the first AD, go. You won't trust me. I don't know how to schedule a film, and I was the first AD. So I made sure before I go into set, I should know to schedule a film. So it was a huge budget film, and it took me a lot of homework. I met a lot of people for this. Again, I dealt with humans who are never ready to teach things. So I see a lot of people who never teach cinema in cinema. In industry, your first AD, if I'm the assistant director, your first AD will never teach me what he's doing. It's not about everyone, what I dealt with. So everything came up with the experience where, okay, this guy is not teaching me. Okay, let me learn from him. What is the procedure to learn from him? So I have to deal with this character. So part by part, I had the same experience everywhere I went. And I had like 10% of those kind of people and 90% of good humans who are ready to do anything.
Wow.
A lot of people like, okay, what do you want? Tell me. They don't know what I want. They don't have what I want, but they'll try to do something. Okay, he's asking, let us try doing it for him. So I've been dealing with humans. I don't stay home. I go out. I go out for a tea. I go out for a coffee with anyone, any assistant director, any art director, any assistant art director, any lightman, any production boy. I talk with people. I talk with people. I talk with people. That's my only job. I learned only that. Even till date, uh, after Enemy, I worked in a beautiful film called Nithamuruvanam, director Karthik sir. I was first AD for that film. So I learned a lot from him. He has almost 20 years of cinema experience in very young age. He came running around from his own hometown very young age. So from him, I learned a lot. How to. He tells me that he's learning from me, but I keep on learning from him. Dealing humans, that's the only thing we need, I guess, in cinema. So coming to artist, I feel it's very easy after dealing with so many seniors and so many artist agent, junior artist taking the mic and shouting at 500 people, setting them together. And I worked at first state in Enemy in Hyderabad, Ramoji Film City, and I didn't even know a single word of Telugu. And there were around 600, 700 Telugu people. I had team, my AD's team, my team, we were only Tamil speaking people who doesn't even know a single word in Telugu to buy even a coffee or a tea or a cigarette in the shop. So we managed to pull those things off. So these kind of experience made me feel, okay, actors are very comfortable for me to do. And with this film, I had a very comfortable artist. Like my lead, Vikram Prabhu sir, he's like a perfect CEO. He doesn't behave like a hero, an artist who has an experience, who has a legacy and nothing. His family. He just comes, tell me what to do, I'll do, and let me leave. That's it. Give me a time, you stick on to it, I'll stick on to it. If we don't stick on to it, he'll be, see, Priyan, you're not sticking on to your word. He'll just tell me, he'll inform me, he'll never warn me, he'll not shout at me. And I was very scared to work with artists like Sathiraj sir. So he's a part of our film. So during narration, I think he didn't like the character I told him.
Oh.
Maybe I narrated bad. I personally feel I'm a bad narrator, and I believe it extremely. And he said, yes, you are a bad narrator on my face. Not exact word, but he said, okay, I don't think I have something to do with this character.
Okay.
So I said, okay, so thank you for giving me time. I just left back. And again, I came into his caravan and said, sir, give me 2 minutes. I went sat to him. I just told him, sir, just look at my face. Just remember, there was one guy, dark guy, who came with specs and he was blabbering things. Just go back home. When you sleep, just give 2 minutes to think about me. It might work for you, sir. Might be that time it might work. What I maybe now I'm bad or you're in a busy situation or whatever I'm narrating is bad, but I think this might work. So go and try, sir, tonight. He started laughing. Like, are you serious? Yes, sir, serious. I'm talking seriously, sir. And we're like, okay, now tell me again. What did you want to tell? Because I didn't understand whatever you told. Now you tell me. Then I explained him the whole thing. He's like, oh, okay, it's cool. I guess the first part, the thing you wanted to narrate me was a bad idea. You just explain me what you wanted to. I just told him, sir, I want this from you, sir. Like, I go to a shop, buy something. I just spoke to him like that.
Okay.
So he understood. He was clear about that. So I feel I don't have the capacity of dealing people easily. I have the capacity of just telling out what I feel. If it's bad, I just say, okay, yes, I'm bad. If it's not going good, yeah, it's not going good.
You have put me in such a turmoil about my own capabilities as a person. This is gold mine, man. This is how. I mean, I always think Rajamouli is the most beautiful guy because he he oversimplifies everything, and he says, "What is the one common thing every director should have?" And he says, "Common sense." And that blows my mind. And because it's so simple, the way you have just mentioned, and people assume it's so complex. They're consumed by their own thoughts, and they feel they are doing very complex thing. And the way you are telling it, it's just people. It's just emotions. Wow. I'm sure people who are watching this interview, they are going to have a lot of eye openers. People have this very complex idea of life. This is really beautiful, man. It was great talking to you, Mr.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. And like I've mentioned in the beginning, audience, after listening to whatever he said, and it's almost comparable to what Rajmouli says, and you can understand this my statement that this guy is going to cause ripples in Tamil cinema industry. It's
touching good actually. Thanks for that. Because you believe me more than I do in myself. Like my team believes me.
I can see it. Super, man. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Nandri, ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். First time. This is my first interview in my lifetime. So I feel it's very special. I wanted to know what you'll ask. So as I said, I'm very bad at planning things. I don't want to plan and come to the face you tell me.
Let's face life as.
That's it. That's it.
Thank you. And that's it from our end today, guys. We hope you liked the video. And if you do like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And but before we go, we would like to tell you this channel has been started by two people, Teddy Aryan, who love cinema and breathe cinema. And tedyCINＥMAsaloon is a community of filmmakers, writers, actors, actresses, sound guys, musicians, and whatnot. And we are currently today spread across the country, and someday we will go global as well. That's it from our end today, guys. Aryan signing off.